everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. So, Amy has put up a new video called Food's Not the Same. So, I'm going to do a reaction to that one. It's just under 18 minutes long. Like I said, if there's anything, that I feel like is not worth me commenting on, of course I'll fast forward it, like if she does any kind of haul or anything like that. But I am curious about this one. It looks like maybe it's her discussing, how food has changed for her. And, that's important because that happens when you are on any kind of weight loss or health journey, is food will change, your opinion on food or how it relates to you. So let's find out. And I have my kitties in here and they're all over me. So there might be some movement in my laptop and stuff, and I apologize, but they just want loves right now, so.
Good morning. So I decided to have my half a bagel with my tablespoon of cream cheese and my tea. For lunch today, I am just having a chicken tossed salad with a tablespoon of cheese on top.
Looks good.
And here are some carrots that Ollie introduced me to. I did not know they even existed. It's a red carrot and a yellow carrot, and I did not know that they actually have a purple carrot. Interesting, but they tasted good.
Oh,
For
good.
dinner tonight, I am having 2 chicken tacos on 2 corn tortillas and a half cup of pinto beans. Hey, everybody.
Well, I'm gonna say everything looked pretty yummy. I'm a fan of tacos, so you put some chicken on a tortilla and you got me. But yeah, it looks good. And yeah, I didn't know that about carrots either. I mean, I figure our versions of certain fruits and vegetables aren't the only versions out there. In Asia there are different kinds of vegetables and fruits, and other parts of the world, so it makes sense that there would be carrots that maybe you wouldn't even know were out there. But I will have to try some purple carrots and all the other ones too to see how different they taste, if at all.
Everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome
And
to
she's
my
wearing
channel.
lip gloss.
If you haven't already
Kitty.
subscribed, would you mind pushing that little subscribe button down below? And if you haven't hit the notification bell, please do so that you get notified every time that I upload and when I go live. And also, if you're having a hard time getting notifications for any of my stuff, whether it be my videos, I haven't gone live for a while. YouTube has made different emails kind of associated with it, but also I've heard a lot of YouTubers, creators that have mentioned this as well into their introduction of their videos, that you may have to unsubscribe, resubscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified. But that's just a thing that if you're not being able to get your notifications from my channel, that could be the issue. I know that I noticed I hadn't gotten notifications of a few channels that I follow, and when I went to them, I actually was unsubscribed, even though I never unsubscribed myself. So
I've heard that can happen. I believe if you're not actively on their channel all the time, it can unsubscribe you. Which, I mean, I guess, but that's just unfair, because it's like if you're subscribed to like 100 channels, you're not going to keep track of every one of them. I don't watch every video that every channel I'm subscribed to puts up there. It doesn't mean I don't want to be subscribed to them anymore. So yeah, that's kind of a pain.
that's kind of crazy. But yeah, so you might just want to double check that and see if maybe that could be the issue. Hopefully that is not the issue. Hopefully you guys have been getting your notifications like you should be. But I know there are some people that are kind of having a little bit of hard time getting that, so that's just a little heads up from me to you. Sorry that my video is going up late tonight, you guys. I had a long day. We'll just say that. I started out by making Egyptian bread this morning for Ollie. He likes to have it with the kids in the morning time, or sometimes with our dinners and stuff. They'll eat it. I don't, but they do. So I prepared that, and that takes Well, just the process is 3 hours because you make the dough, you let it sit for an hour, then you have to make the balls, you let those sit for an hour, then you have to flatten them, let those sit for an hour, and then you start
Sheesh.
baking them. And so it's a long process, but I mean it's worth it at the end because I know they enjoy having the bread, so that makes it all worth me doing it. And it's great exercise actually because I'm up and down, standing back and forth, walking because I have to take hot pans from here to here, and yeah, you get the drift.
That definitely sounds like a lengthy process, but I'm sure it must be good. If the kids like it, and if they're making it, if she's making it a lot. But yeah, that's oof. Man. I'm too lazy. I I need to cook more. Lately, I've been fairly lazy and just kind of eating pre-made foods, but I definitely need to start cooking more. I don't know. This week's been just a little much. I guess it's getting better. I think next week will be a lot better, but I've just been kind of tired and not motivated. And it happens.
So, anyways, I did that, and then after that, I had to go run an errand, um, which was about 40 minutes from here. So I had to do that and then come back. It was dark. Traffic was crazy busy tonight. I don't know. Well, probably just from the Friday night rush. I would assume that's probably what the problem was. But
Yeah.
it was that whole hot stop and go stop and a whole bunch of because cars are cutting you off or you're cutting cars off on accident. Yeah, no, don't need an accident.
Yeah. No fun.
So that's what consumed all of my day today. And I had just gotten home, literally just walked through the door, and I was like, I need to sit down. I need to make a video. I wanted to share with you guys what I've eaten yesterday. I'm not doing what I eat in a day every single day. Like, that's just not going to happen. But
Yeah.
as I am filming things, and if it's something new, I definitely will film them.
Yeah, I do that too. Like I don't really do what I eat in a day. I've been um, logging everything, and I'm gonna show all that this coming week. But on my other channel, I don't know, recording what you eat every day. Sometimes you just sit down and eat. You're not thinking about recording. I get it. I've seen some reaction channels talk about, oh, it's so easy. Like, how hard is it to turn on your camera? I'm like, yeah, it's not that it's hard. It's not something you're always thinking about. Like, I'm not always thinking about it. So for me to like constantly, here's what I'm eating today, and here's what I'm eating today, and sometimes I eat at work with other people, and so I don't film that, and so there's so many things that go into it. So I get that, but I think it's a good idea whenever you have something interesting, show it. That works.
And share it with you guys. So that's just something to kind of look forward to. Is I will be putting them out there, just not every single day. I was sitting there last night and I was talking to Ollie when we were eating dinner because I've noticed that. So we eat a lot of chicken here.
Me
We
too.
eat some beef, but it's mainly a lot of chicken and fish.
Mhm. Love
But
chicken and fish.
we buy the little Cornish hams,
Cornish game hens.
Cornish. Yeah, I know the little chickens.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I've never
we
had
buy
one.
those, and we usually make only one to feed our entire family. Like, that's all the chicken meat we need. Um, but as the kids, we've noticed have been getting bigger. It's like, okay, I think we've graduated to making two of those.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Oh.
what we're gonna have to start doing. But anyways, we were eating it. This was a couple nights ago. I had made it, and I just had a really hard time eating it, and I don't know why. I've never had this problem before. So I ended up not eating it. I just gave it to Jeremiah because I'm like, you can just have it. Mommy is not like in the mood for chicken. I don't know. It wasn't really the chicken that was the issue. It was something to do with eating that type of chicken on the bone. So then the following night,
Yeah, I do
Ollie
boneless,
and
skinless.
I had made what was called goulash,
Ooh,
and
goulash.
it's made with like phyllo dough, and there's vegetables inside of it. It's really good, and this has Parmesan
Sounds good.
cheese. You can add meat to it, but we did not do meat this time. So we just made that, and then we had vegetables on the side. and I legit could not. I took a bite and I'm like, what the heck? And I've eaten this dish multiple times, and I've never had a problem before. But for some reason, I could not stomach it. I could not do it, and I felt so bad because me and Ollie made it together. But I mean, I don't like doing that to somebody that makes food. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Ooh, what you made was nasty," Especially when he totally makes those dishes all the time. I've never, ever, ever, ever had an issue. So,
That's odd.
anyways, I was just like, babe, I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to be able to eat this tonight. Like, it's just not going to work. He's like, all right. He's like, that's fine.
Maybe her palate's changing. I mean, that's possible. Although, if she's not... I mean, she seems to be, like, trying to eat less of the, carby foods and more of the, like, high protein and stuff like that. So she is, like, altering her diet, from what I can see. So that can play a part. If you're just, eating less of what you normally eat, but still eating the same, that wouldn't really alter your palate if you're eating the same thing. But if you're changing the foods that you're eating, then yeah, I think so. Your palate can change.
Whatever. So then comes last night, we made fish, shrimp, and salad. And I ate the salad and I was fine. I ate the fish and it was okay, but it was like not hitting my taste buds right. Then I went to the shrimp, which is the big shrimp that you peel, and I've eaten shrimp multiple times, hundreds of times. I've never had an issue, but last night I had an issue. I could not eat the shrimp. I stomached the fish. Like, I ate my fish because I needed something, and I didn't want to waste it, and so I ate it, but then it wasn't like I really enjoyed it. And I told Ollie, I'm like, fast food doesn't sound good to me, regular food doesn't sound good to me. What sounds good to me is carrots, so
good.
Like vegetables, fruit. I have been dying for fruit. I sat down yesterday and I ate an apple. I'm not an apple eater, but I did eat an apple.
I like apples, okay.
I've been eating oranges
my cats.
like in the evening time for, like, after my dinner. If I want a little something, then I'll have an orange, versus before I would have like ice cream or cake or candy or whatever. I don't do that. I go for an orange or whatever else I can find that will just kind of simmer that little bit of a sweet taste that I'm wanting.
That's really good.
But I don't know. I don't know if this is something normal that people go through. I've never personally gone through this. I am not a picky person when it comes to eating, obviously. But no, I'm not a picky person when it comes to eating. The one and only thing that I will never, ever, ever be able to stomach, I don't think for the rest of my life, is liver. I cannot do liver. I can't.
I've never tried it. I've never tried liver because honestly, there are certain foods out there that you just know you're not going to like. Now, mind you, that has changed for me. I used to say, I'm never going to like okra, and I do. I'm never like Brussels sprouts, and I do. But liver's just one of those things that I just know I'm never going to like, so I just haven't tried it. Maybe one day. Maybe if it's cooked in a way that sounds appetizing, I guess, but, like people, was it gizzards and like, they eat all the crap stuff out of the turkey. No, I'm not a fan of all that.
Mom used to make liver with onions, and she made it really good, but no.
Yep.
No, I do not like liver at all. Ollie will make it, he loves it, but me, forget it. I can't do it. So that is the one thing that I know I cannot eat. Other than that, I don't have a problem. But I feel so, like, bad because, like I said, we cook these dinners and you would think that I would want to eat them, but I really am just, like, not having it.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a palate change or something. It has to be. It's like, how do you all of a sudden just not like something that you've always liked? I mean, if you're a toddler, that happens every meal, but for an adult, it just doesn't seem like that's something that usually happens. I don't know. If anyone's ever had that happen to them where you just all of a sudden stopped liking something you've always liked, let me know. I know, like, for me, when it comes to, like, salmon and stuff like that, like, there are times when I really love it and want it, and then there are times when I'm like, about it, so I don't eat it all the time, because it's not, like, something I want all the time. Chicken I have yet to dislike in any way, because there's so many ways to cook it. Pork I've tried, and I actually like it. I'm not a fan of pork chop or lamb chop. Anything with chop, I'm not really a fan. Also, anything with the word roast in it, I typically don't like. I know it's weird. So it just depends. But, like, I've tried oysters, and I know I don't like those. So I'm picky, but I'm not at the same time. It's weird. Like, onions, bell peppers, all that stuff, I'm not really a fan of. Unless it's, like, cooked softly in a soup or something like that. But yeah, so that is really odd that she would all of a sudden just not be able to stomach these foods. Oh, my nose is itchy.
Ali said that he's never really had that issue before. He's like, no. I mean, he has certain things that he will not have, which is like corn. He will not ever touch corn. Broccoli he despises. There's very few things that Ollie is picky about, but it's more of like vegetables, if anything, which, you know, great. But me, on the other hand, I'm not. So going through this phase is just like, what the heck is going on? And so I just wonder if any of you guys have ever gone through this, where you just go through phases in life where things just don't taste good. I know like they say when you're pregnant that could happen. But clearly I'm not pregnant. So I just wonder if it's because my taste buds have been changing, and my body's changing, that I'm maybe adjusting to a different type of eating lifestyle. I don't know. It's just weird, which I wouldn't think that the chicken would have anything to do with it, or even the fish. Yeah. Because like I said, I've eaten fish and shrimp. Chicken is like one of our main meats that we eat for protein and stuff, but I don't know. I have not been able to just enjoy food right now, which I'm not saying enjoy it like I need to really sit and, you know, eat every bite of my food and just seriously enjoy it, but I have never gone through a season in life where I just straight up don't enjoy anything I'm eating.
Yeah, and like food should be enjoyable to a point. You're not going to just eat something for the purpose of eating and not at least like what you're eating, you know. Even, you know, I'm not saying you need to put a ton of seasonings and bad stuff in it to make it unhealthy, but, you know, a little bit of salt and pepper here, there, you know, to kind of add some kind of flavor to it, you know, is logical, but yeah, that is odd.
Like, I legit feel like I am forcing myself to eat because I'm eating, but not because I'm actually enjoying the taste of it. In fact, like, even the shrimp, I only had 2 of the shrimps, and I was done. I was just like, and it wasn't because I was full, it was just I couldn't do it. I honestly, gagging while I was eating it under my breath. I, of course, would never do that in front of the kids, because I don't want them to think that shrimp is a bad thing, because it's not. But for this dummy over here, I couldn't do it last night, and I haven't been able to do it the last couple nights. So I've just been eating whatever kind of sounds appealing to me, which again, we went to the vegetable stand day before yesterday. We got a huge bag of carrots, like the big long carrots. I like those almost better than I do the baby carrots. So we got a huge bag of those, and then I got to try a red carrot and a yellow carrot. Never ever knew that they even existed.
I'm wondering if the vegetable stand or whatever she called it is like just an outdoor like market, like organic market or something like that. Because that would be cool. I actually last year did my first ever apple picking, and that was a lot of fun. You know, it's kind of a lot of fun to like pick your own fruit and stuff, and they had samples. Oh my gosh, those were the sweetest apples I think I've ever had in my whole life. So I got a few of them, and they were really good. But like going out and really looking at the vegetables that you're getting, picking them yourself. Oh, that's a lot of fun. It gives you, it definitely gives you like a sense of pride for one, doing it yourself, but just like a sense of what fruits and vegetables are really about. The growing process, and the picking, and you picked that one yourself, and bringing it home, and making something out of it. So I think stuff like that is really great. I have to look and see if we have any kind of like organic food markets around here. I have no clue, but that would be kind of fun to go to.
But Ali said that in Egypt they have them like regular orange carrots, and he's like, "Have you ever had one?" I was like, "No, I didn't even know that they existed." So he went into Safeway and grabbed just a few, just so we could have like I could taste them. And I can honestly say the red one was sweet, but it still had a little bit of like a solid taste to it, like kind of like an earthy taste.
Mm-hmm.
But the yellow ones had like a sweet taste.
Mm.
And to me, the orange is the sweetest. That's how I kind of put it. But I've heard that there's another color, purple. Well, there's red, purple, yellow, orange, I think is what I was told. I had the red one, yellow, orange, but there is a purple that I heard was even more. I don't know. Comment down below if you've ever tried any of those flavors. Like, kind of interesting. I think it's really interesting that there's different things out there that I never knew existed. I guess you learn something every day.
Oh yeah.
Even when you're almost 40.
Hey, I'm almost 40 and I still learn new things.
What all of today was about was just running, coming home and sitting down and filming this. And then, like I said, just doing this whole, trying to figure out what sounds good to me and what I just want to eat. I did buy some corn on the cob, broccoli, potatoes. I bought shrimp, but I bought like the littler shrimp. I didn't buy the honky ones. So I don't know if I'll have an issue with those. I'm hoping not. I'm praying I don't. Because I wanted to make a shrimp boil. That was kind of what my hopes was to be able to do like a shrimp boil. That's why I bought the corn and the potatoes and stuff.
So I made a shrimp, one was a curry shrimp or whatever, and it was so good, and it was a top white rice. If you ever want to know what the ingredients are, let me know. I don't know the exact measurements because it was in one of those Home Chef things, but I could send you pictures of the card, and then you can kind of just gauge it, and it was really, really delicious. It was a good way to use shrimp.
So I'm hoping to do that this week, and I'll make that with you guys.
Okay.
I think that's it. I really do. I've been doing most all of my exercises.
Good.
Throughout the entire day. I'm working really hard this week to, do what I can to meet my goals. No matter what, I'm proud of myself for losing 3 pounds. And
me too.
So I see 3 pounds as still a positive direction. So for me, I'm just like, good job, Amy, good job. So I'm just working hard to continue to make the scale go down and make it all work the way it's supposed to. And just continuing to work on my nutrition. That's been like my main thing, is just making sure that my nutrition is on point and doing what it's supposed to be doing, and that I'm following the plan that I have chosen for myself, so that I can make sure I'm meeting all of my needs and goals throughout each day to be able to reach the major goal on Wednesdays, which is to see the scale say that I'm a lower weight. So I'm doing. I've been drinking lots and lots and lots of water. That was the other thing, is today on the way home, I was like dancing in my seat because I didn't know we were 20-ounce waters within like an hour of time, because I was so thirsty for making the bread. And oh my gosh, it hit me on the way home, and I was stuck in traffic on the freeway, and all I could think of is, kids, there's there's going to be a river in this car in about 2 seconds if I can get out of this car and go.
I was in traffic once, literally going 5 miles from when I entered the freeway to the first off-ramp. And the traffic was so bad that I was in traffic for about an hour and a half, maybe a little more. And because usually I take that route, I didn't know there'd be traffic like that. There was an accident way, way, way up the freeway, and it caused a traffic jam like miles and miles down. And so I kind of had to use the restroom before I left, but I was like, oh, I can stop off wherever. Yeah, that was me, basically. I was like thinking, okay, a cup maybe, or I was thinking of all the things I could just pee into because it was so, I've been there. It is not fun. I'll tell you what, it is not fun. And I was like, well, I could try to pull over to the side of the road, but I just don't feel comfortable with that. So I held it for probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then, of course, I get off the freeway, and I'm not the only one getting off the freeway for that. So luckily I found a McDonald's, and I went in, and I was in a long line, but it was fine, and that was interesting. So yeah, I've been there. It is not fun at all.
Go pee. So I just danced the whole way home,
Mm-hmm.
praying that I was going to make it to the bathroom in
Mm-hmm.
time. But I am getting my waters in. I'm really excited that I'm very proud of myself for making sure that I am making water be one of my priorities every day to wake up. I start my morning with a 20-ounce water, and I go throughout my day and just constantly keep down in 20 ounces. I haven't been using the gallon one because I'm thinking if I just do the 20 ounces for right now, then I don't feel so overwhelmed, and it's easier to keep track of how many 20 ounces I'm doing versus like what the gallon is. And a lot of times my kids decide to sneak up wherever I'm at with my gallon and they sip off of it. So then by that point, I've got them drinking it, and so then I don't know how much I've drank of it, so it just becomes a big old hassle. So I'm just like, you know what, I'll just do it this way, and I'll at least know for sure that I'm getting water. I just don't know exactly how much. I'm doing my water, but at least this way I know how much I'm getting because I just calculate how many bottles I've went through of the 20 ounces, and then I just times it. So I'm really sorry that this is going up late, but I guess late is better than never.
I just hope that gallon one didn't cost too much, because I was actually considering getting it. I had heard about it a while back, that you can put an app on your phone and somehow it sends information through Bluetooth or whatever. I considered getting one, but I don't know. That's a lot of water. But like, I am curious though, like just my normal drinking, how much of that I actually would drink. Just drink like I do when I'm thirsty. So I am quite curious, but I don't know how much they cost, so I'm not sure it's an investment I want to make. But
so that's why we're going to have it going up a little bit later. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful start to your guys' weekend. Have a safe Friday night, and I will talk to you guys again real soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, so it was just basically one of her what I ate today kind of videos. Not too bad. She's definitely doing a lot better than me. Man, tell you what, I was trying to stay under a certain amount of carbs and calories. I'm doing fine with the calories, funny enough. The carbs, I've been doubling the amount of carbs I've been eating, not on purpose, just like that's kind of where it's been. Like if I wanted to be at 150, I've been at like 300. So it's been bad, but this week I've just been tracking. My goal is to kind of see where I'm at, see how I'm doing, and then adjust what I'm doing and how I'm going to change that. And so that's my goal for this week. But yeah, I'm very proud of her. She's doing well. I hope she keeps it up. I know she can if she has the motivation to keep doing it. No matter how many of the people who, think negatively about her that there might be on YouTube, she does have people that genuinely want her to succeed. So hopefully she just focuses on that and her own goals. And, I am hopeful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that's it at the very end of most of my videos, but it seems like a thing to say. Please comment. I do enjoy comments. They help me out. Give me your ideas and that sort of thing. Let me know what you think about my new green background that I have for now. Eventually, like I said, when I get more money, whatever, I might put like a green screen back there or something. I don't know. Or do it in my dining room like I used to. It's just easier to do it in my room because I can sit here and relax and do these. But I can still put like a green screen up and just cover the whole back with a green screen. I can, add animations and fun stuff. That's eventually what I want to do. But for now, this is kind of what I got. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you very soon.